Alhaji, you're so sweet, spread more cash on me. I'm all yours, do with me whatever you wish. Story time. Cindy was the kind of girl that turned heads. Not just because of her beauty, though she had that in abundance, but because of the light in her eyes. The light of hope. She was the daughter of Mr. Ez, a poor but deeply respected farmer in a quiet rural village in Imo State. He had only two things he held dear, his farm and his daughter. Every morning, before heading to the fields, he would place his hand on Cindy's head and say, "You'll break the chains of poverty that held us for generations." Mr. Ez and his wife toiled endlessly, denying themselves many things so they could send Cindy to school. And it paid off. After her secondary school exams, Cindy earned admission into Imo State University to study mass communication. It was a dream come true, not just for her, but for her entire family. Her first year was a breeze. She was top of her class, always in the library, always humble. Even her lecturers noticed her brilliance. She avoided parties, wore simple clothes, and never got entangled with the flashy lifestyle others chased. But everything changed in her second year. When she meets Linda. Linda was more than just a student, she was a legend. The type of girl who never wore the same outfit twice, who drove a sleek car on campus, whose Instagram sparkled with photos from trips abroad. She never missed class, yet never looked stressed. Her perfume announced her arrival, her elegance silenced whispers. One afternoon, Linda walked into class and sat next to Cindy. The air shifted. "You admire me, don't you?" Linda said, smirking. Cindy was startled. "No, I mean, yes, a little." Linda smiled knowingly. "If you want to be like me, I can help you. It's simple. You'll become one of the big girls too." Later that day, Linda took her to the school love garden. There, hidden beneath trees and gossip, she revealed her secret: parties thrown by rich men. "All you have to do is dance," she said, "and the money flows." If you are enjoying the story, please click on the subscription button to support my effort. Cindy was skeptical, but the vision of lifting her parents out of poverty, of no longer begging for school fees, of finally living the life she dreamt of, it pulled her in. That night, she followed Linda to a place called the Rich Man's Club. It was unlike anything Cindy had seen: expensive cars, champagne, girls in designer outfits, and men whose faces she had only seen on TV. There was one rule: no one leaves until dawn. By 1 a.m., the music faded, the men retired to suites, and the girls went to their assigned rooms. 10 minutes later, there was a knock. The hotel guard pointed at her. "Alhaji Dangote is calling you." Fear gripped her. Her legs went weak. "I don't want to go," she whispered to Linda. Linda grabbed her arm, eyes stern. "Don't be stupid. This is your chance. You mess this up, you're done." Shaking, Cindy followed the guard. Alhaji Dangote's suite was palatial. He didn't smile. He didn't speak. He simply opened a briefcase filled with bundles of money. 3 million naira, he said, finally. "Make me happy tonight, and it's all yours." Cindy, stunned, asked, "What do you want?" He replied coldly, "Let me touch you for 2 hours. That's all." There was silence. Cindy sat, looked at the money, thought of her father's worn slippers, her mother's cracked palms, the hunger, the shame, the struggle. She agreed. First Alhaji on the music, and they started dancing. While dancing, Cindy was screaming, "Alhaji, you're so sweet. Spread more cash on me. I'm all yours, do with me whatever you wish." After the dancing, they got to business. 2 hours later, she returned to Linda, hiding the briefcase, and whispered, "He only gave me 50,000 for dancing." Back at school, Cindy changed overnight. New phone, expensive clothes. She started dating rich boys. She became what they called a Lagos big girl. She thought she had won. But she had no idea she had made a deal with darkness. Years passed. Cindy graduated and married Toby, a wealthy and charming businessman in Anambra State. Toby adored her. He would say, "I want us to have 5 children. A big family, a legacy." But 1 year passed, then 2, then 5, no child. They went from hospital to hospital, from doctors to herbalists, from prophets to spiritualists. Nothing. Cindy cried herself to sleep every night, drowning in guilt and confusion. Toby began to change. The love remained but the joy was fading. One day, her mother took her to a powerful prophet in a distant village. The man stared at Cindy for a long time before speaking. "Your womb was taken," he said. "It was exchanged the night you lay with Alhaji Dangote. That money was not free." Cindy's soul shattered. "Find him," the prophet continued, "and maybe, just maybe the curse can be reversed." They searched and searched, but Alhaji Dangote had disappeared. No trace, no clue. It was as if he had never existed. Eventually, Toby, tired and desperate, divorced her. 6 months later, he married Nkechi, a quiet woman from his church. In 9 months, Nkechi gave birth to twin boys. Cindy now lives with her parents again. Her father no longer says, "You'll break the chain." He barely speaks at all. Her mother watches her with eyes full of pain and helplessness. And Cindy wakes up each morning hoping it was all a dream. But the dream never ends. Because when you sell your destiny for glitter, what you lose is far greater than what you gain. Moral lesson: true contentment is not about settling for less, but about trusting the journey. When you are content with what you have, you protect yourself from making desperate choices that can ruin your future. Cindy's story reminds us that chasing quick wealth out of discontent can cost more than we ever imagined. If you love the story, click on the subscription button to support my effort. Thanks.